Greetings, I'm the Impoverished Player, and this is taking a while to load. Dungeons of Dredmor. This is the first roguelike game I have ever played, and I've been in love with the genre ever since. It's actually a Canadian-made product, to my understanding, which was how it was introduced to me in the first place. And I absolutely adore the sense of humor, the mechanics, the visuals. I think everyone should really give this game a chance. And I've put a lot of time into this game, and I've also gotten every piece of downloadable content. So I have all the expansions for this game. I'm still trying to get all the achievements. I actually have yet to beat it on any difficulty higher than easy. But I'm hoping that'll change today. So we've got Elves Just Want to Have Fun, Dwarvish Moderation, Going Rogue. I can enable Permadeath, or No Time to Grind mode, which makes the floors smaller. And I can also add additional floors with downloadable content of Realm of the Diggle Gods to make the game last that much longer. So I'm not actually going to do the Realm of the Diggle Gods. We're just going to do a short run today. Make it permadeath. I don't know if I want to do No Time to Grind, because while it does make the floors smaller, it makes it so that there's less treasure drops. Because there's less air, less rooms means less chance of encountering treasure, basically. Treasure chests, just debris laying on the floor. So you get the same number of monsters, but you get less rooms to explore, less treasure to find on the floors. We'll make it a quick game, though. We'll do No Time to Grind. Hopefully not too quick, because I have attempted to do a stream of this before and then died immediately upon going through, the first floor. But yes, you have a variety of different skills to choose from that will determine the path that your hero takes. There's a lot of hidden mechanics and intricacies in each. And really, it doesn't give you too much information about each class. Intentionally. You're supposed to experiment and die a lot and just keep running into walls and play. You're supposed to get a lot of replay value out of this game, which I have. But yes, a lot of these classes are also from the downloadable content, so not basic, but there's a large variety to pick from. The build I'm going to use today, though, is a build I've been using a couple times now. I'm just going to select the last choice I made. So this build is my protection build. It's comprised of a bunch of classes, mostly mage and warrior, to try and make it so that I stay alive longer. I'm actually going to switch it up just a little bit, though, because I have been having some difficulties with this particular setup. I don't know if I want to go dual wield or not. Because let's see, I've got dual wielding, I've got shield bearer, berserker rage, master of arms, blood magic, warlockery, and Egyptian magic. And I've been doing pretty good with this build. But let's see here. No, yeah, let's just go with what we've got here. Hopefully it's enough to keep me alive for a while. And the name from my character shall be... Warden. You also have with downloadable content, you have the option of male or female character. Doesn't really change anything other than appearance. Well, let's see how far we can get with the Lock Warden. In ages long past, great heroes bound the Dark Lord Dredmor in the depths of the earth, that his evil would trouble the land nevermore. Alas, the foul lich Dredmor proved most devious and patient, for he was been loosening his magical bonds, slowly freeing himself to again spread his evil in the world of light. He must be stopped. Again. Once more, it is a time of adventure, of glory. It is the time for a hero. Unfortunately, this hero is you. You have been summoned by the king to prove yourself, to save the land and its people, to join the heroes of legend in victory over the dungeons of Dredmor. And I'm hoping my music isn't too loud because unfortunately, for me to readjust the music and the sound, I have to exit out of the game and then go back in. Let's see here. First things first, we'll check our character out and adjust our inventory. That's actually... Yeah, there's a lot of mechanics and stats and invisible options and information that the game processes. So as usual, I'm going to try and go over what I can or what I remember or what is most prudent at the moment. But you can see I've got 4 levels of warrior, 3 levels of wizard. And the entire idea behind this build is to get as much block and as much protection as I possibly can. So armor absorption reduces damage from all attacks that aren't magical. Block increases my chance that I just ignore an attack entirely, and that's based off of a percentile. So I have a 30% chance right now to block incoming attacks. I have no weapon. Got myself an aluminum hat, some breastplate, and a wooden shield, and that's because of the classes that I picked to start with. And then my skill tree shows all the different skills that I've got to start with. And as I gain levels, I'll be putting points into each of these. I have to pick a particular order that I select my skills for increased survivability. And hopefully I can maximize a lot of these classes. So let's start ourselves off here from the lengthy laboratory of Infernos. I don't have any lockpicks. I say that as I reveal a room that has lockpicks. And unfortunately, I don't have any levels in actual rogue, so I don't have any means of getting rid of traps other than stepping on them. Ow, that actually... Ooh. That's not a good start. Fortunately, I start with some food. So I'm gonna backtrack here. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. I hate when I start a run and then immediately die to traps. No, I'll be fine. Yes, thank you, game. I'm aware. Okay, so one of my classes gives me Puscient, Swint, Touch. Basically converts magical energy into raw damage. So even though I don't have a weapon, I can still kick magically. Whoop.
Critical hits. Critical hits.
And this is the mascot monster of the game, the Diggle. You encounter all sorts of varieties of Diggle in your adventures. But yeah, you can see enemies are doing very minimum damage to me right now, just because of my armor absorption and my block rate. And we're already level 2. So the very first skill I want to get with this build is Mage's Manum Mail. because that allows me to generate a force field around myself that converts my mana into a shield. So instead of taking health damage, I'll be taking mana damage whenever I'm hit. I'm also going to be discovering recipes, even though I can't make them, just out of habit. So, yeah, this force field is up ad infinitum, and, whoops, wrong button. It gives me +1 to all of my defenses. So this is another damage reduction buff. It makes it so that all of these damage types are reduced by 1. And that's, I believe, every type of damage that I can take. So on top of having my mana converted into health, I also have protection from all sorts of elements. So you see that trap only did like 2 damage, and then most of it was negated. I can also tap spacebar to move time forward without moving forward physically. And yeah, I'm just ignoring damage right now. Let's see. Get some Diggle eggs. Steal your babies. And yeah, I'm like, my mana is dangerously low, but I have blood magic, which makes it so that when I attack enemies, I have a chance of recovering mana for hitting people. So this is a very sort of tanky, blocky class. It's not too good for clearing rooms until much later in its life. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of experience locked in here, so I'm going to throw this lever. And these are stronger Diggles. Enraged. But it doesn't matter because they're attacking my mana. Oh. Can't use my Passient attack anymore. But I do have Berserk. So that's increasing my damage output. That's also increasing my protection. So for the first couple of floors, I'm going to be running around, not too scared of getting hit, because I just absorb everything. Let's see here. So the next step in my process is to get more protection. So let's go for Suit Up. So now I have an active ability that works off of a timer. So every 40 seconds I can Suit Up, which increases my health regeneration rate, my armor, and my block chance. So I'm now up to 37% block. I stop 8 of crushing, slashing, and blasting damage, plus an additional 1 from my force field. And my health regeneration rate is 4. So taking steps will basically recover health over time a lot faster than it used to. And unfortunately, I don't have any lockpicks, so I just have to kick down all the doors. But with this build, you're going to see a huge stack of buffs on this side of the screen. Hopefully we can make it all the way to Dredmor, but it's going to take a while. I have 10 floors that I have to go through, and I am very thorough in my process of investigation. So now I can pass these traps without taking ridiculous amounts of damage, pick up some lockpicks, and no longer have to kick down doors. And the great thing about lockpicks is you get experience for unlocking doors, which is what those little medallions are floating over top of me. But I found a weapon, so at least now I can hit stuff for more than just 3 damage. Your melee power gives you a buff to your melee attacks, so I automatically do 3 damage no matter what. And now I have a chance to do a bit more than that. So I don't have to absorb so much mana kicking things. I can just bash it with this great honkin' mace. Or actually, I'm going to switch to this rusty sword. Because this does about 3 damage, but it lowers my accuracy, which is what that the negative is there. Whereas this does slashing damage and poison damage. So at the very beginning of the game, it's very unlikely that enemies will resist poison damage. But they can still resist some of the other types of damage. And I'm not checking the vending machines, mostly because I don't want to waste my hard-earned Zork mids, which is the currency in this universe. Gotta save up my Zork mids for later dungeons. Get myself a ring that'll increase my conflaguratory defense. Take less fire damage. Ooh, Woodsman's Axe. Another upgrade of weaponry. Let's see here. Destroying statues of Dredmor drastically increases your experience. So, get out there and smash statues. Oh, and we got B. Arthur. Been looking pretty good since the Golden Girls. That was a boss monster for the first floor. Increased my, gave me a lot of experience, also gave me a magical item. But we've got a Tome of Cloud Formation and Other Occult Phenomena, which is an offhanded weapon. I actually, yeah, I'll equip this instead of my axe, because even though the axe does 4 damage, this gives me ice protection and also does ice damage, which again, it's very difficult to block on the first floor. I don't want to get rid of my shield just yet, because protection is important. Got to get your coverage. And again, we're leveling up. So now I can get Walk It Off, which every once in a while when I'm hit, I have a chance of drastically increasing my regeneration rate. Recovering a lot of health very fast. I'm just picking up all the weapons I encounter as well, because I want to sell those off if I happen to find a shop. Am I not collecting mushrooms? Let's see here. Configure my auto looting. So this makes it so that whenever I walk over loot, certain things get picked up. I want to pick up food. I want to pick up potions. I don't need ammunition. I don't need toolkits. I kind of need booze. So yeah, potions and booze are important. We'll leave mushrooms. I don't get a lot of money for mushrooms. We'll just leave it as is, I guess. So this is an item that was introduced in one of the downloadable content. It's a Lost Wizard Key. This dimensional key bears a mysterious legend. Property of Grimgar. Mystery guest number 2. Staffs oiled. Specialized in new and used dimensions. I can now click the dimensional key on my widget and go to my pocket dimension, where I can drop off equipment and carry it with me to the next floor, which is a wonderful mechanic. Basically makes it so that you have increased inventory space and can just hoard ridiculous amounts of loot. So you can see at the top here now I'm doing just bashing damage with my foot and frost damage. Feel free to read the scrolling effects there. I know I'm not really keeping up with it, but there's a lot of just random silliness in this game. Oh, activated some traps. And now we have the statue of Inconsequentia, or Inconsequentia, who is the goddess of side quests. So she gives me a quest with just random gibberish pushed into it. The monstrous horde, Lord Dredmor's 55th Regiment, the bearer of lords, must be stopped. So yeah, I'll take that on. And you can see on my mini-map up here, a bunch of monsters just popped up. These are the only, that's the only time monsters actually appear on the, on the mini-map. So I'm gonna go up there and tussle some boys around, I guess. Just knock them around with my feet so I can get some more experience. There's going to be a lot of Whoops, stepped on a trap. Going to be a lot of backtracking in this, unfortunately. He's filled the room with mist. Come here, you potato. Got an evil magical potato I have to kick into pieces. And I get Infroen, the captain of vessels. Which, well, it'll be good for money. Oh, also mystical graffiti. This allows me to learn secret dimensions, which I can access through my wizard portal, or my wizard pocket dimension. So today's arcane address is Sapsir Hoken. Hwaking. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And that will take me to another dimension. And the thing about those keys is that anyone can use them. If you're watching this stream and you write down those keys, you'll be able to use those in your own playthrough. But you can only activate a dimensional key once per game. So after I activate that key, I'll never be able to use it again. Think of it as just a little bonus for watching the stream. So you get some additional magical keys. I don't think there's... Yeah, no, there's no paths over here. And you can see here, like, every room also has its own distinct name. And they're usually gibberish like the Slothful Floggery. Or the Kelpish Shaft of Elephants. Oh, and we've got Siegfried, who is magically transformed into a Diggle and can't get out. I'm just gonna keep kicking him in the face until he falls over. I got some levers to throw here. Get some more brew. Pull the lever that potentially did nothing, and this one teleports me over here to this magical item, Zanween the Lugubrious Bee. This is gonna give me some interesting names, isn't it? Kicked in the face. So there's really no reason for me to be picking up these recipes. I don't have a crafting character, so I'm not going to be able to build any of this stuff. But again, think of it as another bonus. You can just write down these item configurations if you recognize them. Got an Anvil of Krong here, which allows me to enchant my equipment. So let's enchant my book. Ooh, gives me trap sense. So now I've got trap affinity, which helps me avoid and disarm traps better, as long as I'm carrying my book. Teleport back here. And these satanic displacement glyphs randomly teleport you to another satanic glyph somewhere else in the dungeon. Oh, and with my trap affinity up, I can now actually pick up these traps and move them. I get experience for disarming them. Got an n-dimensional lathe here, which allows me to craft wands, but again, this isn't a crafting character, so I'm not going to bother with that. I may do a crafting run later, which will take a very long time. I do have a crafting build that allows me to build pretty much anything, but it takes a while because you have to gather the resources to craft, and with everything being craftable, you kind of just hoard stuff. But right now we're doing an actual run and trying to defeat the Gungeon. And I do apologize if there are lag spikes. It's not just the stream. This game eats up memory, even though it's like an older game. There are going to be instances where the game lags, and actually I use that as an indicator when I'm about to enter into a big fight, because enemies spawning in, I think the equation works that enemies don't spawn in until I open the door. So there's a very special type of room that I will no doubt encounter, and I'll explain it when I find it. But if I get a lag spike when opening a door, I basically know that that room is coming up. So let's get another side quest. The Monstrous Regiment, Lord Dredmor's 44th cohort, the Charitable Codpieces, and their commander, the Vile Nogzukpo, Bringer of Caribou, must be stopped at all costs. So they actually didn't spawn in, which means they're probably somewhere else in the dungeon. So let's go exploring and see if we can't track them down. And that arrow just indicates that there's a monster there. Because they can hide behind the furnishings. Yeah, I'm just walking around kicking stuff. Mighty adventurer that I am. Got some... Oh! I saw it. I stepped on it. I didn't take any damage. Got some propaganda for Fear the Large Eyebrowed One. That's me. Got a porta distillery for making booze. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to go for a long walk now. So now would be a good time to grab a snack, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs. I know we're just getting started, but we're in for the long haul, so take as much relaxation as you can while you can. So I gotta walk all the way around, go all the way back down. Just so I can finish off this area down here. These will unfortunately, even though I put in a bunch of settings to make the dungeon smaller, this will by no means be a quick run. This could take a couple hours. Oh, we've got Corpchui Fro, Saga of Wills, which I can't reach because I don't have any teleportation or telekinesis magic. But we do have another side quest shrine. Monster Mutgorkra, the Blasted Plinths, and his horde of underlings, Lord Dredmor's 18th flank, the Presidents of Remittance, President of Remittance, must be defeated. Oh, and they're just up there, so let's go kick some teeth in. Do 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 do. Love the music in this game. Oh, that's Mutgorkra, and he's got magic, so I might actually... Yeah, I'm going to be taking damage in this fight. I should actually switch to my Psiant Touch, just to do a little bit more damage. Oh. But yeah, he's draining my magic, not my health. I just have to settle for regular kicks now. I've got my walk it off bonus, so I'm getting more, I think that's stubbornness and health regeneration. So my health regeneration right now is 10-14 in total. Which means every turn I take, I recover at least 1 health. There's going to be a lot of this, I see. Counter block, counter block. Oh, magic. So much magic. Stomp on some potatoes. Get them in the eyes. Where are potatoes? Huzzah! Got the Hat of Bergstrom, which is actually a relic, I believe. So it cannot be renamed magically. Wow, let's see. So this gives me 2 holy damage, poison damage, 3 ranks of sagacity, +2 to my dodge, and the ability to craft wands at level 1. So overall, like, it gives me a lot of benefits and more damage, but my helmet that I have right now gives me block and armor. So I kind of want to keep this on. We'll just sell this later. Sort my inventory. Now we get to go all the way back. Yeah, definitely worth the backtracking just to get all that. So also you'll notice every once in a while my character gets like a little blue flash underneath them. That's me recovering mana. So you can see my mana regenerate right now is pretty low. I'm going to be changing that though as I level up. So I've got blood magic, so I'll be able to recover magic faster. And I have to remember that I have dual wielding as well, so that means I can equip 2 weapons at once. But I mostly have dual wielding for the benefits that it gives for counterattack, because counterattack's very important for this character. Being able to stand absolutely still and just have enemies wail on you only to hurt themselves is pretty good. But we're a ways away from that. Right now I have to manually kick everything instead of watching it die upon me. Ooh, blobby! Whoa, what kind of diggle? You're a sickly diggle. So you can give me the diggle flu, I believe. Let's armor up. That's Nogzukba, bringer of caribou. And we got Pew, the extraplanar baron. And we leveled up. So I want to... Let's max out my armor. Because it only makes me stronger. So I automatically get 1 point of armor. And now every time I'm hit, there's a chance that I'll get another buff. But after this, I believe I have to increase my mana. Or increase my mana recovery rate, I should say. Throw all the levers. Oh. Teleportation circle. Okay. Get another mace. Disarm this trap. Kick this diggle. And we're back where we started. Whoops. Just move that out of the way. Let's go down. Ooh, grated cheese. Get some potions. Get some booze. Throw some levers. Kick some slime. Got a wand of stoniness. Which, again, I could be using wands. This character is half mage, so it will be getting benefits to magical damage. And it would give me some form of ranged attack. But the wand I just found isn't really an offensive wand. Okay, unfortunately this enemy died just out of range of Brax here. Because if Brax takes any form of damage, he will attack me. And he is scary powerful. But Brax gives me the opportunity to shop, which is what I'm saving my Zork mids for. Right now I have a little over 300 Zork mids. So let's sell some equipment. Get rid of all of these weapons. Extra armor I started with. Hang on to these potions. Get rid of this stony wand because it's not a very good offensive weapon. I should probably hold on to all this cheese because that gives me health recovery. And this loot fisk, which yeah, you don't really want to know what that is. It's not a pleasant type of food. Which is why it only recovers 1 health when you eat it. But it does have another purpose. Just get rid of these danishes. Hold on to these diggle eggs. I'm basically selling any food that recovers less than 10 health. And I kind of need potions as well. Kind of. So let's put all this on my belt. So it's quicker for access. And again, I should probably be selling these smaller potions, but I'm going to hold on to them for conversion's sake. But now I have more than enough money. I'm going to buy this leather jacket, which makes me look tough. And we do need another hero. So I'm probably going to find some better armor right away. But the reason I bought this armor, even though it's 4 block 2 defense, and this is 4 block 3 defense, is this reduces my mana regeneration. And we want mana regeneration with this character. So the faster I can regen mana, the better. So now I've got an aluminum hat, one-armed jacket, a shield, a book, Mloiz's the Daughter of Revelations, a ring, and no pants. Any good adventure starts with no pants, though. Let's buff my armor back up. Oh yes, and the little shield icon next to this indicates that every time I get hit, this buff is reduced by 1. So I can get hit 12 times before I lose this buff. Teleport around. Break down some doors, disable some traps. Kick some diggles in the face. And then steal their eggs. So I think that's it for this floor. Yeah, that's floor 1 and done. So I'm actually going to take one of the exits closest to the shop to get down to the next floor. Just in case I get a whole bunch of stuff that I want to sell, I can run right back upstairs and sell it immediately. But yeah, we will... Yeah, all the quests are done. So, floor 2. Here we go. So now we got slightly stronger enemies. Oh, they're actually damaging me now. Gotta get rid of this guy, because he does magic. And magic still does a lot of damage to me. But magic in return does a lot of damage to them. Should be magically kicking things just to kill them faster. But yeah, I am once again taking damage, so I have to be a little more cautious. Let's go down from the Passage of Sausages. Come on. There we go. Yeah, even the diggles are a little bit stronger now. So we want to go this way. Get some stronger diggles that are filled with rage. But now I can just walk it off, so I don't have to worry about taking too much damage. Kick fight. Kick fighter. The kick fighting. Let's see. Re-equip my armor. I've got it only makes me stronger, which increases my strength, piercing protection, and overall health. Got some ghosts in the corner here, which could be annoying. Just because they... It's not because they do damage or anything, it's because they teleport all over the place. Makes it frustrating to... Oh, there's another sword here. Okay. I should actually, now that I think about it, because I can dual wield, I should have equipped 2 weapons. I can take a slight hit to my defense for now, until I find a better shield. Technically, I'm not dual wielding right now because of the tome, because the tome counts as an offhand weapon, not a like an actual weapon. And if you don't have dual wielding and you equip 2 weapons at once, you get a huge penalty. But now I'm doing a bit more damage. Zombies are pretty hardy though, so... Critical. Whoops, no, I want that over here somewhere. Potion of Radiance. Corpulent Bakery of Wheels. Ooh, another graffiti. Pujalomar Bzuk. Pujalomar Bzuk. It's the word for floor 2. Let's see, this way. Whole lot of nothing. Pants! I now have adventuring pants. Slight increase to my dodge rate. Which I actually don't want dodge with this build, but I mean, I should probably put some pants on. Because dodge actually negates a lot of the effects that this character will have later. I can't counterattack if I dodge the attack. Ooh, bronze dagger. Oh, we've got a murderous rutabaga. Put my armor back on. Let's go backtrack and go around. And here we are. Oh, I'm out of lockpicks. So I could bash the chest and potentially get the item inside of it, or flat out destroy the item. So I'm not going to risk it. Oh, we've got some fountains here. Let's see. Of course we drink the fountain. Oh, I got even more defense. Ha 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 ha. Feel like a prince. So I have even more health. And those are temporary buffs, so the more I get hit, the faster those will go away. Mad haberdashery. Strap a bunch of wands to your head and hope you don't explode. You know what? Since it's such a long walk, let's take the teleporter. Now I'm all the way up here. Ooh, a cuirass. Better armor, but actually no, that's I might actually put that on because it's not giving me a penalty to mana regen. So yeah, I just spent 2,000 Zork mids and immediately found better armor, but that's kind of the way the game goes. Critical hits. Critical hits. Get these traps out of the way. I should be taking those traps with me and just selling them at the shop, but so let's put on the new armor. This reduces my nimbleness and my haywire, which haywire is basically your magical critical hit. But since I'm not dealing in magic, I'm not too concerned about that. Oh right, it also reduces my cattishness. So let's see. My critical hit chance goes down, but my critical hit and dodge go down, but block goes up. Only by 1 point, though. I'm actually better off with the armor I have right now. So I guess it was worth the money. Oh, get rid of this. Oh, so my princely state wore off. My hit points just dropped drastically because of that. Nothing to worry about, though. Got a lot of health, got a lot of health regen. Sorry, I'm going to be singing along. Or at least humming along to a lot of this music. We've got a robot. Oh, wow. Zubazar, the bearer of caves. I might be in trouble with this one. So let's put... Nah, I can't poison robots. I'm not going to put on my glyph of the asp. Okay. Let's see how we do. Oh, no, he's running away from me because he's dazed. So he's doing 8 damage. I'm taking 6. I got him. He took me down to half health. Oh, and I level up. So let's cap off our armor. Another 2 to damage reduction, 7% block, 2 piercing damage protection, and this has a chance to automatically activate my suit up skill. So it ignores the timer entirely, and every once in a while when I get hit, I automatically suit up. But I need to do more damage, so either I should increase my magic or increase my rage on my next level. Now I have maximum armor efficiency. Yeah, armor bonus of 11 and block chance of 44% without a shield. If I put a shield on, I think it jumps up by an additional 10 plus whatever the shield gives me because of my class training. Oh, we got more mystical graffiti. Posra Harper Arperor. Posra Harper Arperor. Oh, and another ring. Fuiba the Nordic Tentacles. Gives me more block. Could always use more block. Now this chamber you can teleport in. There's also ways to remove the grate or the walls. I don't have any of those means, unfortunately, so I can't get in there. Let's fight ourselves a mummy. And I love the flavor text for some of these enemies too. Just so much silliness in this game. Oh, he's given me minor cursing. But that's not going to slow me down. Come on, death. Without the A. Wait, I don't have any keys. Or lockpicks. And we got Free Row, the Harbinger of Usurpers. Wrap your head around that one. Ow. And let's go down. Down, down, down. Down further. I believe I already got that. Yeah, I got that password already. I moved that trap. Oh, here it is. Monster Zoo. The equivalent of a boss fight. So I don't have any means of doing massive damage to enemies. Like, I can't get rid of a whole bunch of enemies at once, but I do have strategies for surviving this. Let's hope they work. His name is Robert Paulson. So yeah, right now my barriers are holding up. I'm barely taking any magic damage. But I'm going to take a step back here. And we're going to do the Diablo tactic of standing in a door. Oh, this mist is making everyone dazed. I think my bronze dagger is what's generating the mist. So I might want to switch that out. It is another form of protection, though. I've just cornered myself, but that's okay. Nothing can really hit me anyway, except for magic. So I'm basically just going to be standing here stabbing things. 45% chance to not take any damage from melee attacks. Oh, but we got a robot in here. I'm gonna back up. Oh, wow. Someone threw some poison in there, too. Oh, and this is a boss robot. Okay. Gonna do some magic punches to try and take him down faster. Let's have... I kind of wanted to save the dire sandwich for later. Let's have some Gouda. So eating gives me hit point recovery. I recover 1 hit point every turn. On top of any regeneration I might have. Whoop. I'm actually going to have to eat more cheese. Welcome to the party. We're just getting started. Fight the demons, make them pay, just carve away through corpses. Welcome to the party. Probably the best track in the game. It's the zoo fight. Oh, I need to get back to my cubby hole. Clear a path, please. Clear a path, please. Thank you. So many numbers. Someone is throwing poison, and I don't like that. I'm gonna have to eat all my cheese. Oh, and I gotta armor up as well. So one of the updates that actually came with downloadable content is it keeps track of how many monsters are supposed to be in the zoo. So I know how many more people I have to kill. It's just some of them can escape, like the top one there has. And then I have to try and track them down. And the thing is, I can't leave this floor until I've killed all the monsters in the zoo. Because if I... Oh, no. Okay. That was a bad move. But yeah, if I leave the floor before finishing the zoo, I lose the benefit for completing the zoo. Which I get a prize if I kill everything. Not just experience. So we're going to be here a while. I still have another 56 enemies to kill. And I have to keep running away because someone's throwing poison. I don't know who it is. Might even be me because of the weapons I have equipped. Let's see here. Let's try... Yeah, let's switch my dagger back. Just in case it is me that's poisoning myself. No, it doesn't seem like it. I don't think it's any of my rings or anything. Oh, level up. Let's start... I don't really want to go down that path just yet. I don't really want... Well, yeah, no, that's the huge mana drain. Let's get some... Let's get more blocking. So now I have another buff that makes it that I get further protection if I get hit. So yeah, this character is heavily based around the idea of taking punches. I want to get hit, but I don't want to get hit hard. Because I block it. Even if I block attack, that activates my my abilities. So now my block rate is 48%. got suited up from that hit. Got duck and cover, so now I lose a little bit of fighting power, but I increase my regeneration further. I get an additional 10% block chance. I get 2 more armor absorption, and then I get 1 bashing and 2 piercing protection. So right now my regeneration is 8 without walking it off. So I can get a regeneration total of 18, which almost guarantees me 2 health per step. And I have a 58% chance to block right now. And it's only the 2nd floor. Oh, okay. I think I know what's making it all foggy now. It's my tome. That would make sense. So do I want to keep the tome equipped then? Because yeah, it's dazing my enemies, and I don't think that's doing any damage to me. But it might also be summoning the poison clouds, which is hurting me. Oh, we got a boss clone. This is Propo, the Quest of Communism. And she kicks pretty hard. Let's kill you faster. There we go. "28 more enemies to go. We're almost through." Strength in numbers, boys. Strength in numbers. Gotta get rid of all these ghosts, because they'll teleport away and then I have to hunt them down outside of the room. Oh, our next target's this wizard here. This Octo. She can do a fair amount of damage to me. So I think the mummies are the ones making the putrid clouds. I'm just making dazzling clouds, which are confusing my enemies. Critical. Why am I getting so many critical hits? I have a critical hit rating of 12. So 1 out of every 10 attacks should be a critical hit. And yet almost every swing I'm making is... I mean, good for me, but... yeah, just 3 critical hits in a row at a 12% chance to get a critical hit. Kinda ridiculous. Come here. So there's 3 enemies left, but there's only 2 enemies in the room. So somebody got away. Let's see here. Anyone backtrack? No, it doesn't look like anyone got far enough to backtrack, so they're probably just on the other side of this door. Hopefully they didn't teleport too far away. I mean, as long as the zoo is active, I still get this this rockin' music. But yeah, it's definitely the mummies that have been poisoning me. Ah, there he is. Sneaky. Yay, I get my bloody reward, which is a Canadian shield, a maple shield to be more precise. So that's actually pretty good for my blocking. I will equip that instead of my sword. that'll also give me further frost protection. And a little bit more poison protection. So now I ignore 7 Hyperborean damage. It means enemies are going to take a little bit longer to kill, but I'm better protected. So 52% chance to block, and that's with my aura down now. Because let's see here, if I take off the shield, I'm at 48. Oh, I guess it only increases a little bit. I thought it gave me a full extra 10 points whenever I equipped a shield, but I guess not. This way! Another inconsequencia. You must use the item Zurakra, Queen of Portals, on the Eyeball Shrine. Only then can Lord Dread's servant, Fwkuljof, the incoming grimoires, be summoned and defeated. So I just got an item, this wizard sleeve here. I have to take it to the Shrine of Eyeballs, which, according to my minimap, I have to find the Shrine of Eyeballs first. Get rid of this trap. I guess I can't. Oh, a Wand of Tentacles. That'll come in handy for clearing out rooms later. Whoops. Not paying attention. Go up now. Squeak fight. So yeah, I think... Yeah, I'll keep increasing my shield. And then go into Berserker? I kind of need more mana, though. So I probably want to increase my blood magic. Oh, we got another Anvil of Krong here. Krong, sorry. Let's enchant my book again. So it gives me a little bit more sagacity and one more piece of health. And yeah, these stats here, burliness, sagacity, nimbleness, cattishness, savvy, and stubbornness, actually each increase 2 of these stats. Or it increases 1 stat well and 2 other stats poorly, I believe. But you kind of want a combination of everything. You can focus strictly on 2 things, because I think, what is it? I get burliness, stubbornness, and cattishness from being a warrior. And then I get stubbornness, savvy, and sagacity from being a wizard. And nimbleness, cattishness, and savvy from being a rogue. So my burliness, my stubbornness is going to go up really high, which increases my block chance and magical defense, which is what we want with this character. Let's see here. This way. And if I do well enough with this run on Dwarvishly Moderate, I might try this build on going Rogue as well. See how far that gets me. I don't think it'll do as well on going Rogue, just because of how ridiculously powerful everything is. You kind of need a little bit of everything in going Rogue. But we have a evil boss mushroom here. I should be kicking this mummy, because it's going to try and poison me. I don't like being poisoned. There we go. Oh, and we have some flat-out, regular, old, wholesome cheese here. Cheese is one of the best items to find, food-wise. Oh, and we level up again. So let's do a little bit more defense. Get the defensive bashing skill, which, as long as I have a shield equipped, I get a special attack that I can do once every 12 seconds. But I kind of want to do dual wielding. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I got bread as well. You want bread and cheese, because then you can make grilled cheese sandwiches. So all I have to do now is find an ingot press. Let's see what the warning says. Pit mechanism. So throwing this lever fills this room with monsters. Oh, we got a diggle here. Got a couple diggles. And that was an enraged diggle boss, so all the other diggles are going to flee because I killed him. Which allows me to just kick these guys in the back until they die. Because they're scared of me. This monster's afraid and running in fear. Boot. 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 And... come on. There we go. Yeah, this is a pretty old game, though. You can tell by some of the memes that will pop up. Got little warriors there. Hero come out to play. Come on, kick fight me. And yeah, you can see I'm already starting to get a pretty ridiculous sidebar there. But it's going to get worse. It is going to get so much worse by the end of this. So right now I'm technically out of mana, but my Mage's Mana Melee will, or Mage's Mana Mail will remain up, even though I have no mana for it to draw from. I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's just because I'm using blood mana, so that every time I attack I have a chance of getting some mana back. Got another Anvil of Krong. Do I want to keep chancing my book? Ah, why not? Okay, so now it does an additional +2 bashing damage as well. That's nice. Definitely need more damage on my weapons. So I am doing 16 crushing damage and 3 Hyperborean damage with my critical hits. And I can't disarm traps anymore. They've become too powerful for me. So now we're going to have to do some more backtracking. Oh, get rid of this. How's my inventory looking? Should probably clean this up a little bit. Okay, so put these back in my bag. Ooh, grog. And so I want to hold on to all these potions that I'm getting. I want to keep this bread. Put the wand over here. I know, inventory management, so exhilarating, but something I gotta do. It's a very big part of this game, is managing your inventory. Yeah, let's put some cheese on my belt. Yeah, right, I can't break that. Let's go for a long walk. And take... oh! Is that the Baron? That is the Baron! Okay, so this is going to be an annoying boss fight. Again, not because I could potentially die, but because this guy teleports all over the place. So I have to wait for him to come to me. Magic kick! I will use your tongue as chewing gum. Vivid. So yeah, every time he attacks me up close, he teleports away. Then I have to chase him back down. Yeah, speaking of aged memes. He's doing a little bit of damage to me, but we got him. And now I get his hat, which gives me haywire and block, but the hat I currently have on is still better. Let's take a shortcut. I teleported right into this poor person. Monster. Monsters aren't technically people. And yet, in some instances, they also are the most people that a people could ever be. Got some more lockpicks, so now I can open some more chests. And what do we have here? Saipor, the extraplanar feast. Ooh, I actually need this. Disposable ingot press. So with this, I can make some grilled cheese. Let's see, recipes I have ingredients for. I can make some deep omelets, which I want those. And some grilled cheese. So, deep omelets are 64 health over 64 seconds. And grilled cheese is 40 health over 40 seconds. So, some of the most powerful food items in the game. Actually, I want to hold on to this, so I'll put that on my belt as well. And this is why you want to pick up bread, cheese, and diggle eggs. Because you can make omelets, and you can make... excuse me. You can make omelets, and you can make grilled cheese sandwiches. Ooh, got some gloves here. These will increase my stealth and my trap affinity, so now I can maybe disable some more traps. But again, I don't want this character to be too sneaky. I want my enemies to see him so that they charge at him and try and hit him. Unless they're wizards. I don't want wizards to see me. I'm going to find some place to put this trap down. Maybe next to this other trap. Perfect. Let's see what's up here. Ooh, potions. And a spear. Spears are awesome. Because that's 6 damage, plus I get an increase to hit of +2. But what do I want to forego in favor of a spear? My protection or my damage? Let's forego protection. Let's see. Yeah, we'll forego protection for now. Just so that I can do 8, 11, 17 damage per hit without a critical. Because I'm still pretty heavily protected even without a shield. Oh, we got another... Let's throw the maple shield on there. So now my maple shield has more damage absorption, which is nice. Also gives me a health buff. Hold on to that shield for a while, just in case things go awry. Oh, and there's the eyeball shrine. Pick up all this cheese, some steak. Smash this. Okay. So, time for another boss fight. We got a golem. Fukeljaff, incoming of grimoires, and he's running away from me. Oh, that's... Oh! Okay, what was that? Oh, that was a counterattack. I was like, he did 17 damage to me? No, he did 8 with blasting him putrefaction. But I'm still outpacing him for damage. He's barely getting through my armor. Ooh, and I get some gloves. Chakra, the striking mandrill. Let's see what kind of gloves these are. Ooh, health regen. So I kind of want that more than the gloves I'm already wearing. Because that's more nimbleness, more health regen, more block. I have health regen of 25. That is silly.
Critical hits.
Pick up all this loot fisk. And again, I'm hoping my audio levels are good for this run. I'd hate to get this far and then find out that the music is louder than my voice or just uncomfortable to listen to. Actually, for file size purposes, I might just take a break after this floor. Getting a kick fight with my own clone, Akil President of Vessels.
Critical hits.
Ooh, coat of denim and rhinestones. Yeah. While I do have trap affinity for disarming traps, I do not have trap sight. So I can... Ooh, Dwarven Atomic Smasher. I can potentially disable or ignore traps. I just can't see them until I step on them. Get a whole bunch of cheese. Simple wooden shield. My mother was not a radish. How dare you?
Critical hits. Critical hits. Critical hits.
Yay, level up. Let's keep going with shields. So the tortoise maneuver. This is another activation skill. It's very important for this build. Because with suit up and tortoise maneuver, that's another 4 health regen, another 5 block, another 2 damage resist. And while it reduces my nimbleness, it does increase my stubbornness, which also increases my protection. So right now I'm at 19 regen because one of my abilities deactivated. But basically I can get up to 30 health regen if all of my abilities kick off at once. Which 30 health regen is the equivalent of having my food items recover 3 health every turn. So it works a lot faster than eating something. I think I'm done for this floor. And there wasn't a shop on this floor. That's disappointing. My inventory is getting pretty stocky, so I should probably go back upstairs and sell everything. Let's see here. Let's find a way upstairs. And where did this put me? Oh, shop's right there. Perfect. That's what you get for sleeping. Oh, wait. I have to go all the way around. Let's use some teleporters. Now I am over there. Now I am over here. Oh, I teleported into a jail cell. Awesome. Got me a magical item at least. Ah, there we go. Shopkeep. I'm here to give you a bunch of garbage. Thank you, trash vendor. I'll hold on to the shield for now. Hold on to these potions. Get rid of these alchemaic regents. All this meat. Fruit. Get rid of the cheese. Why not? There. Much better. Now I'm up to almost 6,000 Zork mids. He doesn't really have any weapons I want to buy either. Let's... Okay, so I'm gonna go to the entrance to the 3rd floor. Oh, it's actually right here. Either side, really. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. So I'm just going to take a quick break to check my levels and make sure that this is recording properly, but I'll be right back. And I might chop this up every 2 floors as well, because this takes a long time. Even with the shortened dungeon floors, it takes a while to get through all 10 floors at the rate that I go. So hopefully you've enjoyed the run so far, maybe learned a couple of things, and I will be right back.